Are you kidding me?
You are right. I got it!
No way!
Don't fuck with me!
Hey, come on now! Hey!
Huh?
Do you understand?
Wait!
What happened, sinner? Now then, let us be.
Hey.
Well now.
Wait!
What's this?
I...
Wawa? You masochistic mascot! Special breeding service! See ya later!
Huh? What's going on? No way.
What?
Hey, 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 hey! Wait, no way, no way!
Stupid! Yep.
Huh?
However...
Welcome! Ta-da!
Why, you... Don't fuck with me!
Now then, let's begin. During the class trial, you will present. If you vote correctly, then only I'll punish everyone besides.
Such a...
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing.
Most definite. Such a sad. By the way, this class trial is gonna. I'm the type who hates favor.
You hate me that much?
Now,
You're... No complaining, let's just settle this with our fifth.
Were you even listening? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining?
Yeah, what...
No shit. You guys went off on... Huh? Anyway, why don't... Huh. Where we found the body?
Then, let's start with...
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why? Obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery! Like a dog burying a bone!
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there. No, that's wrong. No, I don't think the killer moved the body. Huh? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere.
So that's why you think it's impossible to...
And here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body...
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown. Then, shortly thereafter, we found...
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously he was hiding.
The hell he was? You serious?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout.
Probably connected to what...
I can prove it with this! It probably has something to do with the knife.
Knife? Oh!
Byakuya probably noticed the knife, so in order to get it...
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous, but how did he notice?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done... Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from... No, that's not...
What?
Of course. I have... I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout. That sounds correct. If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food!
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either. I doubt he could have seen the killer. I'm sure Byakuya during the black... That sounds correct. If that's the case, during the blackout, he must have seen the killer.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my...
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong! No, Byakuya was probably...
Why do you say...
He was using those night vision goggles.
So...
Yeah, that seems...
Your reasoning is out of focus. No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not the If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it. If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Damn it!
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Damn it!
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Damn it!
If you just... use common... The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality, that's so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words! No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those...
Definitely?
Inside the Duralumin case, he found a smaller case for...
Which means we can assume that the night... Woohoo! I said assume!
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who... Since he was carrying it around before the blackout.
I see. When you...
Then, was that if there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird?
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times...
Ooh! You totally...
see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was, huh? They probably hid the knife by duct tape.
Oh,
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he...
this may be off topic. But not only did he bring a self-defense kit.
That's true. He went above and beyond.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous item. It's one thing to be a little caught.
He probably knew.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was...
You think so too?
I can prove it with this! Everyone!
Hajime and I found...
It looks like a threatening...
So... Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a...
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lie.
Those are still... Doesn't matter who wrote it yet.
He probably decided... What do you mean? By gathering everyone in one place. In doing so, he tried to put the right...
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, his strong sense of responsibility.
He should have told us.
If he had, we would have panicked.
So... he tried to do something about it. I see.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously...
Enough already!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
What is it, Miss?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but... if Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles...
You're right. They would... But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the...
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you... In actuality, the knife we found... and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both...
Does that mean the killer painted them? But painting them with glowing paint? If they had to have already known, that's why they... Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for two glasses wearers?
Not the killer. Oh, I guess she's...
How can you believe her so...
It's Echo's height.
I don't care about a technicality like... Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible. Huh? Why is it impossible? Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry. Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible. Huh? Why is it impossible? Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
No, I think Pecco... And it's nothing like that at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom, and it was finally freed up after Byaku...
Then the person who was in the bathroom at...
Everyone else besides Pecco was...
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked... I guess that would be... true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have...
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking?
Don't worry. The smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine. But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something? As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable...
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get... Seriously, stop it.
Still, your stomach pain. Was that really just...
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business.
I'm only butting in because you...
Stop this childish nonsense.
What I mean is it possible? If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl...
I see.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that! Laxatives would ruin the taste!
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No, that's wrong!
No, it's impossible that because Pecco wasn't the only one who ate that food.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure I'd feel totally fine.
I said that the dishes are innocent. Don't go make...
I apologize, but Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the...
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Cease this bickering! Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence. Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us. Trashy skank? Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head. Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker. It does not have to be the... The breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters. Or maybe they caused a power surge?
I bet it's really Monokuma's fault.
By the way, I'm not a trashy skank. Who tripped the breaker? If you can't answer that, did they throw us?
Maybe they used a remote.
Probably.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters. Or maybe they caused a power surge?
I bet it's really Monokuma's fault.
By the way, I'm not a trashy skank. Who tripped the breaker? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you. Did they throw a stone?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop. Did they throw a stone and hit?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power, or maybe they caused a power surge?
I agree with that.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout, of course, that's not a coincidence.
Which is why those 3 irons were...
When you found them right after the blackout.
So by leaving those irons...
Yeah, it seems that's how the...
Stupid fool! Hold on a second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable! The irons in the storage room caused the blackout, and for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the store, and that means when the blackout occurred, can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause. If the irons caused, then the killer had to go to the storage room before and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said? The people in the dining hall were. If the irons, then the killer had to go and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the dining hall, if the irons caught, then the killer had to go to the storage room and turn on the. Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the black. If the irons caused the blackout.
Allow me to cut through those words!
The irons are just one reason the direct trigger was when the air
conditioner.
The timers for both air
11:30 p.m. Mr.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caught. I see! I understand! Indubitably!
Energy usage in advance. And use the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timer...
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably?
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun!
Is she right? Such a hateful bear!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I'm...
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time.
No. The breaker in the office was built into a high air. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would...
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because... they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys! There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you. In the end, hope always wins.
Nagito?
Huh?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be a...
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, We found out how the blackout occurred. Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioner. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya. What a shame. Any one of us is capable.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress, huh?
Even though we have been arguing for...
Fortunately, despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, but that might be because...
You're changing?
Anyway, I have an idea of... Has anyone thought about our situation? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Doesn't that mean...
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy. Let's stop this already. We can't stand this anymore.
Me too. I want to go home and eat candy.
Stop it. If everyone
Everyone calm down. We're all friends, aren't we?
Then why did Byakuya...
Who cares? Let's just... There are no clues that lead to...
That's wrong. I think.
Did you say something?
Because we've already found a clue.
You know who the killer...
The killer? I don't know. But we...
I see.
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the...
Didn't we already cover that?
No, not that.
Let's try examining the situation.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before...
The desk lamp to move to that table and...
Desk lamp?
There was a blackout.
I can prove it with this! They didn't turn the desk lamp on.
Howard?
They could have felt their way to that table using it. By doing that, the killer was able to move...
And there's only one person here.
Really? You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the black...
Which means the only...
But still, you had a chance.
See! Nagito, weren't you cleaning it? If so, you would have had a chance to... That's... If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning it, you're...
Seriously!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right, I wonder...
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing.
You rigged the drawing, didn't you?
I don't know if you're the killer or not.
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier...
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact...
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! How wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone.
Is it just me, or...
But I never expected because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the... With a twist ending like this... Just stop it already!
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Lie? That's outrageous! There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. Too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly host.
Holy crap! He's totally the He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like...
Hey, Nagito!
Yep. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at.
But why would you send a threatening letter in...
I think... somewhere deep in my heart. Well, I bet if that really was my reason...
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely... In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone.
That reminds me.
Oh, I get it. If Peko was guarding the storage room, Nagito...
Threatening letter, along with all your suggestions.
Yep, that's true too.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty.
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked?
I see. Well... I see!
You're the ultimate lucky...
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for... It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks. But I'm still the ultimate... At the time, Hajime said I wasn't. I was lucky.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya?
Byakuya was a very capable leader. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine. Let's start the damn vote already.
Please! Monokuma!
Please, wait!
Huh?
Is Nagito...
What do you say?
I already know. If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke. I'm sorry.
For now?
But simply this. However, I won't allow this to end with mere play.
think it's strange that...
The killer was so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with a knife he hid.
Oh, never mind. Thanks for wasting our time, skanky bitch!
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
I think
The killer is so obviously not...
He has already confessed.
you know...
That bastard Nagito is the one. He killed Byakuya with a knife he hid.
Oh, never mind. Thanks for wasting our time, skanky bitch!
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
I think...
The killer is so obvious...
He has already
That bastard Nagito. He killed Byakuya with a knife. No, that's wrong.
That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Nikon?
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious.
But based on the entry is on 5 millimeters in diameter?
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll...
Not a courthouse! Hey, why are you fucking...
Is this what you're trying? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon.
What are you saying?
Hey, don't blame me.
Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout?
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off. What happened during the black... Ugh! If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision.
Don't get distracted!
Huh?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth, don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
Not it? What's not it?
I can prove it with this. Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, isn't that right?
Oh,
You were the one who told me, remember?
everyone? Ah!
What the hell?
Such perceptive hearing.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck. You've cut me deep with your knife of truth.
However, after hearing what Byakuya...
What the hell? What's going on? This...
Ow!
It almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito.
Well, that... As a sign of respect for Ibuki's I was actually shoved out from under the table by just as the blackout occurred. I hurried to Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles. That's right. I'm so
What the hell? What the...
Ow! After getting shoved out from under the I lost sight of the glowing paint. Before I realized it, the lights had...
Hold, are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, hiding the knife. But unfortunately, my plan... What happened after that? You failed?
Then we're right back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth.
But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
Well now. Now then. And if you're so evil.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed. No, I'm not gonna, cause I believe, so do your best.
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's...
Shut up! You say you were shut...
That's right.
But there's... Based on what we've discussed...
Is there something wrong with...
Well, even...
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother. I see!
Are you trying to say something like...
Yes! Because under the tape there were even bloodstains.
He stabbed Byakuya to death. Strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate...
I didn't get any blood on me.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. I get...
I can prove it with this! You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth.
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it.
But that was found in the storage room.
You mean after the lights came back on?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big.
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blanket. That's not just impossible for someone like me.
Then...
Maybe the killer didn't...
No, there's no mistake.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was... But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing.
I don't understand!
Huh? Roger, man. Really?
It sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense. Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary
Got it! The killer must have stabbed Byakuya. The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and if they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have...
If so, that means the killer...
I don't know that yet, but... You're the only one! Hey, Gundam, you dropped...
Referring to...
About that...
I said...
About that hellhound.
Just a bit longer and I would... However, it's just as the old legends...
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging to the front? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring, and if he had it on by the time the class trial, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve...
So...
It's but I am different. With the power of my 4 Dark Devas true, this is the evil before the might of the evil.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Oh! Man up and...
Fine, I shall... One of my 4 Dark Devas of destruction, a secret passage of doom leading to the underground after securing a lighter from the supermarket, and as a result of that alone...
There he goes, blabbing about power.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Then that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
I see. If they passed...
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there... Stab, stab, stab! You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy? Like...
I'm not talking of... You were saying they snuck under the floorboards, so... was...
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer.
Who wasn't at the party?
I didn't participate, but... I was guarding the entrance, remember? Yes! Miss Monami!
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further. But... I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to
The only person who wasn't at the party... Judging from the photo I took before the blackout... It obviously has to be him.
Yay! It's the...
What the...
Oh, really? What happened to the...
Don't mess with me!
See? You're making threats...
Yep, that's right.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started... Nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
The culprit is self-evident.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started... Nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
No, that's wrong!
No, Fuyuhiko definitely hasn't...
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first...
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside. And he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh, no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
During the party... It was probably during the blackout. Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But Walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
It appears we're the blackened or the spotless. Which is superior?
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that, it's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
It definitely sounds impossible.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that, it's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
It's like making a seafood. Is it really not?
What if they used a string?
Maybe there was another pair.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
I agree with that. You know, the killer had a light with him.
Oh, I was right? But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's the portable stove. The portable stove isn't powered by electricity. So, the killer used the portable...
I see.
The hole. What kind of hole? It would be great if you... Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a
Repeating yourself just makes it even more...
Now then, Hajime. No, that's wrong. Will you be able to break through my argument? Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi, after all, he was walking near the hallway, right? Damn it! Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Allow me to cut through those words! Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway. If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner, so even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner...
I see. Oh.
Who cares about that?
Nagito, what are you plotting?
You sound so scary. If you're that, you sure like to piss us off.
Hey! It's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
You're the only one!
What? Teru's the killer?
What are you talking? Of course, that's simply my assumption. Objection! Because the portable stove...
That's it?
That's the... You're cruel!
For the ultimate, you fall to aspersions? That's right. For the...
So, what's an aspersion?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck. It's dark under the floorboards, too. You're not gonna say they shined the light.
That's right.
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floor.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floor.
No. Unfortunately, the only thing I found was a strange liquid.
What? That sounds silly. If there was a shining mark like that,
And in doing so, it might...
I can prove it with this! The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
By using...
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the
that would be the moment someone grabbed a...
So, the killer... I see.
But if they were able to do that...
Well, Teru tips...
Seriously? I don't know anything.
Then can I ask everyone a question?
You again?
Now. We should give
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear
What the hell?
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on!
You guys?
She heard Teru's voice in the...
Doesn't that prove Teru was...
That's right! But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen. So I panicked. Of course, the hallway was dark too.
Well, it's not that far to...
That sounds...
If I remember correctly, if you want, you should...
No way! But I heard Teru's voice in the dining hall!
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage.
No, that's not it. Why do you have to keep falsely accusing me? I wanna blame
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. Now, Hajime. Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teruteru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face. Maybe it was recording or something? Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I was somewhere totally... I definitely heard... It's handsome, unlike his face. Maybe it was recording or something? Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed. I'll shoot through that contradiction. Just because we heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literal. Huh? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full. So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have. But.
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us.
Is that true, Teruteru? Can you...
I told you to wait a second. What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
Where are you from again?
I was born in West Asafu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar! If Teruteru was in the dining hall during the...
Well, I believe so. There's...
Huh? Was Teruteru actually...
I sure was! I was there the whole...
Something like this should be decided by gut instinct.
Damn right! You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
His accent is getting even worse. However, I am not sure. I believe...
No! Is there...
Why don't we consult it?
Gosh, yeah, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall? Probably can. Oh, you were...
I can prove it with this! If you're claiming that you were in the dark, then you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time.
Well, what?
No. This Teruteru? If you were... Huh? It was a pretty clever way of tripping. There's no way you'd forget about it.
I'm sorry. How about it? There's no way it would slip from your mind.
Nagito? Give up.
Teruteru. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their...
Nagito, what are you doing? Hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Huh? But it's...
No. The mother wasn't having been kid up yet.
It's no use. It appears he's saying... you understand him? But it's such a sad defense.
Oh, you calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Come on, Manumi. Enough with the whimpering. He said, if you're calling me the
Weapon, huh?
judging from Hyakuna's womb...
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to...
After all this...
Good enough.
He said, not the fun. I got it.
Wanna do it?
He said, try to do it. What a confusing accent.
weapon must be the iron...
Huh?
Before the party...
So that missing eye...
An iron skewer with...
Hey, Teru!
Avril Lavigne!
Avril Lavigne? Huh? Did he really just say that?
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us.
You this school trip has a no littering.
Island siren?
Also, I was on guard, which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old fleet. It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teru, just man up and be straight with us.
What the hell you even say, you do because of hit?
Oh my god.
He said, I guess we have...
I'm not hiding that thing!
He said, I'm not hiding anything!
I'm not hiding that thing! I'm not hiding anything!
Oh my
Shut
god.
up! That's impossible! Nonsense!
What the hell what did I put? Okay, wait. Oh, it's a circle. Reload.
Unforgivable! I don't know! There is Hilton!
Right?
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! There is Hilton! Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be?
I did wrong.
Shut up!
Oh!
That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Where would the weapon be? This is the end!
Yay!
The iron skewer had been hidden inside the...
What are you saying?
That's clearly
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's
What
why
happens
we
if you
overlooked.
don't have boneless meat? Byakuya dies.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was... Out of all the dishes you prepared, the meat on the...
What now?
There's no way that exists. We need to confirm. So if we eat that tasty-looking piece...
All right. Monokuma or...
1 minute.
Wait, now hold on a second.
What are you doing?
About...
Huh?
I'm...
Wait. Now...
Damn it! I've never eaten anything like it in my entire...
This is...
My! Looks like cake.
Check it out.
The Sword of Destruction!
As expected of terror... You're wrong! I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on... Jeez, such an unseemly defense.
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but...
Oh.
He said, you're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loud-mouthed, fast-food-eating hips.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can...
I guess we need to settle this. To do that, we need to go over...
So...
everything that happened in this case. Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started. Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel. He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received. Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us. Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party was... But at that time, the trap set by us... They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the store. Additionally, they prepared something... The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. Thanks to the irons, Since the windows in the old building were covered, But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific... That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a... When he put on his night vision goggles, he saw Nagito guiding himself. That's right. Everything up the murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need. They needed a light source. They needed a weapon, too. The long iron skewer with the weapon and portable stove in hand. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific... That's right, a tablecloth. With this, the killer finished their preparation. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted under the table, Byakuya. If only he had retreated, he had to retrieve that knife. The killer lurking beneath the floorboards. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint... After they murdered Byakuya, purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboard. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group. There's only one person, especially if that person is someone who...
Honestly,
isn't that right? That's what happened. This would...
It seems.
Ooh, I want to see what his... I got a B. That sucks. Yeah. B emoji.
Oops! I lost control. Well, putting that as... Now then, please pull the... Oh, just a reminder. If you don't vote, I'm good. Who will be chosen as the black...
Really? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he says that every single time.
Yahoo!
Why don't you just take the knife?
You caught me? What? Hey! Impossible! Well... What? Amazing! No. See?
God, don't laugh.
You're kidding, right? Man. Wait, no way! Hey. See? Don't fuck with me! What? Amazing! Great! What's going on?
What's going on?
That's wrong. So...
What? You're right. Hey!
However...
Whoa!
Nope. Perhaps...
What?
See?
I will guide you.
Why?
Such despair.
No way.
Someone like me? How unexpected. Well... Isn't that right? Right? Man. Great! Impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Hey! Huh?
What's the matter?
Wait! No.
Hey!
Hey!
Impossible!
Hey!
Why you?
Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right? So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
That's why I need to go home! Hey! Damn it! Wrong! That's why I wanted to go!
Fine.
I'm sorry. I think I'm the one. So...
Yahoo! You can't!
Jeez, get out of my way! Well now.
Wait!
Now then,
Hey! Please!
Let's give it everything we've got!
Lie!
Extreme!
Yeah!
Damn it!
How cruel.
What? No.
What are you saying?
Nice!
You bastard!
then... Stupid!
Such despair.
You... Crap!
Nope.
Don't fuck with me!
Someone like me. Hey. Great! You fiend.
Hey!
Well... This is exciting!
Piss me off.
What? How unfortunate. Isn't that right? Hey. Wait!
Please!
Huh?
Please listen!
Let me ask.
Well? Perhaps. I am sorry! Yes.
Like... Jeez.
Well? Right? But...
I'm gonna do it!
Fine.
Is someone watching?
For a long time, humans have been taught that even if we weren't told this directly, you'd know the internet, TV, and newspaper, but people who can't win, people who don't try to, they are all worthless. There are two kinds of people in this world. Those who are born with worth, and everybody else, no matter how hard a lowly human tries. They say that effort breeds success, no matter how hard a small dog, no matter how much a penguin tries, which means unworthy humans will never become worthy. People with talent don't become talented. That's right. Just like you guys. Just so you know, what admiration is wishing you, how should I put it? What I feel is, so, I don't mind if you kill me. But if that happens, I want you to let me help. I don't care if the killer survives, or if everyone but the killers. I just want both sides to do. I want to see with my own two eyes. Yep, I'm someone as insignificant as me. So please, if you're planning to kill me, I want you to use me as a stepping stone so everyone can shine.